Hi Sabrina, this is Karen from UniRadio in Mexico. I'm really happy to talk to you. Welcome to Sonar.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy because we are talking about this brand new album that you have in your hands. So tell us, how is it going?
Good. I'm really happy to have the album out. It came out on Friday of last week, and I've just been working on it for a long time. So I'm feeling good. Happy it's out there.
This is like a new opportunity for you and your band to have more audience out of your country. And I want to know, how is it in the other radio stations and on streams? Is it going well?
Yeah, it's going really well. I like meeting new people and talking about the music, so it's going well.
I have known that you share a level with bands like Idols, Beth Orton, or Fontaine's DC. So tell us about this experience to form part of the bands of the moment, including Blondshell.
I think it's cool. I really like working with the label because I think that they really understand what I'm trying to do with the music. And I think they're really good people. So it's like an extra bonus that there are cool bands signed there, but I just like working with the people.
So this success take you to massive festivals around the world, and one of those were Corona Capital here in Mexico. So how was this experience? Did you expect what the Mexican audience is?
I didn't know what to expect. I mean, people say that Mexico, like the audiences are always really nice. And so, but I didn't really know what to expect. And everyone was very nice, and it was cool. I'd never played in Mexico before, so it was really exciting. Big stage. My Chemical Romance was playing that night. It was really fun, and I would like to go back.
I hope that, because I've been there and see how was the people singing and enjoying the show, so it could be a great idea to come back. But coming with the new album, we heard the first single called Joiner. Did you consider this is part of the perfect presentation for you and your music to get into the production?
I think so. I think the songs feel all pretty different to me, and I like Joiner because it's sort of, there's that thing where the lyrics are really dark but the music is kind of upbeat and happy. And I like having that balance. So I think Joiner is a good example of the album and who I am. I think it is.
So people that didn't heard you before can engage better with you with this kind of singles that you are showing us, or there's a way to get into your music?
I think that's a good way, just listening to the album and the singles in particular, because those are the ones that I chose to introduce myself to people with. But I think all the songs, they all kind of equally would be a good introduction.
Yeah, I think so. So what kind of topics and lyrics are we going to experiment in this new album?
A lot of heavy topics. I wanted to write about relationships on this album, not just dating, but also friendships and family and all kinds of relationships, because I think when you've been through difficult experiences, it really shows up in your relationships, and it kind of comes out that way. And so I wanted to write a lot about difficult relationships that I've had. And so that's sort of the main theme on the album, and also just trying to figure out who you are and growing up.
For sure, we are going to talk and relate to these stories and experiences that you're singing in there. So now, talking about the sound, tell us, what does Britpop means to you? Because I can feel a vibe of it, but also some rock, more hard, raw, and also dark.
Yeah. Well, Britpop to me is just that era of like 80s British bands. And I think they were all influenced by each other. It's bands like Blur and The Cure and Depeche Mode. And I think they were all sort of influenced by each other, and it created this like moment where there was sort of a defining sound. And that's a lot of instrumentation. It's a lot of like that thing that I mentioned where it's dark lyrics, but it's sort of like a happy acoustic guitar. That to me is a Britpop thing. And so I felt inspired by that, and I used it as a reference for making my album.
Yeah, I can notice that. So can you catalog your sound in a specific genre, or it's only like inspiration and you are always like searching for these new sounds for the band?
Well, I think genre-wise, it's I made a rock album, and I think it's sort of indie rock, but I don't know that that'll always be the genre. But I think with this album, it fits within the indie rock genre.
Okay. And here in the radio station, here in UniRadio, we like a lot this kind of music. So since the last year, we've been following you, and here sounds really, really hard, Veronica Mars. So I want to know, how is it going to the evolution of the band and your sound? Did you consider that you grow in your sound as a band?
I don't think so, because all of the songs were made at the same time.
Okay.
They all came out, like we released them at different times. But I think as a band, we've grown in how we play live. Like we know how to play with each other more, and like our live show has grown in the last couple months, definitely, just because we've been playing so many shows.
Okay, that's interesting to know, because we know that you are like a brand new band. So it's like the beginning of a big career that you have in front. So finally, Sabrina, share with us what comes next for Blondshell tour dates and the next single, maybe.
I don't have another single in mind just because the album came out last week. But tour dates, I'm going to Europe and doing a lot of shows in the UK and Primavera and Spain and Portugal. And then I'm coming back and doing a tour in North America. So that's what's next. I'm very excited about it, and hopefully I can go back and play more festivals like Corona Capital.
We wish that. So can we find you at social media where we can be aware of your next movements?
Yeah, just at Blondshell.
Okay, that's on Twitter, Facebook, and Spotify, right?
Yep, and Instagram, all the stuff.
To be aware of your tour dates and new songs for the next months.
Yes.
Perfect, Sabrina. Thanks for this amazing chat. I wish you and the band the best of this new album. And for sure that we are going to be continuing sharing your music and to have you soon here in Mexico.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.